Y'all, this is just a hypothesis, but I think that he's trying to make it illegal to be poor in this country. So as most of you know right now, that he's trying to put a pause on all the federal assistance, including welfare and food stamps. All his actions so far have spiked the prices of everything, including food. He's going to try and deport as many brown people as he can, but the rest of us that are still here, he doesn't like poor. So he takes away all the aid for the poor, and then what do they have to do? They get desperate, so they have to commit crimes to just be able to survive. If you commit crimes, you go to prison, and guess what they can do to you when you go to prison? They can make you into a legalized slave. Nobody to work the farms and fields? No worries, let's get the prisoners to do it. And this would be perfectly legal according to the 13th Amendment. The 13th Amendment got rid of slavery with the exception of prison. So he gets rid of services like welfare, and he gives that to his rich billionaire buddies in the form of a tax break. But he's got to get those prices down somehow. How can he do that? I know, free overhead. Texas is already building these camps at the border. Sure, at first they're going to use them as holding to deport people, but after a while, they're going to need some people to work the farms and stuff. So why not just use these guys? So welcome back to the age of feudalism, y'all. The poor people will now be destitute, the middle class will now be the new poor, and the rich class will now be the noble lords. Again, this is just a hypothesis. I don't know anything for sure, and I hope that I'm wrong. But just seeing the trends of everything that he's doing lately, it just seems like he's trying to destroy the country. But if he does that, that's going to severely affect his billionaire bros. But if he makes things really bad, then he blames it on Joe Biden's policies and he says, well, I have a solution for it, but it's going to take some time. I found a way to severely drive down the prices of groceries. That's a fun word, groceries. People don't usually use it anymore, but it's a good word. But think about it. He makes it illegal to be homeless. Prison labor camp. If you're in the country illegally and the countries will stop taking you back, prison labor camp. If you gotten to a point where you can't pay back your debt, prison labor camp. Now, I know what you're thinking. This is going to affect a lot of his people the worst, right? But he doesn't care. He doesn't care about them. He never has. He can't run for re-election and he's getting very old. So screw him. Now, I hope that I am completely wrong and my imagination is just running wild. But this doesn't seem like something that he wouldn't do. And if any of you can poke holes in this hypothesis, I welcome it. I would love to know how this would never work.